Right, so thought I'd make a quick video just to show off some of my Nilfisk Kings and GM series is that's the only way I can put it, I suppose. So yeah, I made a video earlier today of this one, and I'd sort of, well, not lost track, but yeah, I'd sort of lost track of how many I actually had, because I said in the description of it that I thought I had like 5. Seems I have more than 5. So yeah, I thought I'd just quickly go through this. I'm literally just standing in my hallway, so excuse any noise or anything. The window's open there, so that's probably helping us as well. But yeah, this is sort of chronological, well, not quite chronological order, but you know, from the first GM200, that was the first model of this design. Apologies for the classy cameraman work as well. And then I think this is the newest one. This one might be the newest one in terms of age, but this is the one I've got most recently. So yeah, so first of all, GM200 I have as well. Just the ones that I got down, I'm only after getting stuff down from the wrist base. The ones that had hoses on them, I just brought down the hoses. Some of them have the hoses elsewhere, but anyway. So yeah, this was the first one, quite fancy for 1992, or I think it was 1992 that these first came out. Does this have any tools? Oh, we're not doing too badly. So yeah, this one's just missing the crevice tool. And yeah, it has a paper bag in it. The filter's not in it properly. But yeah, this was quite high up in the range of what came afterwards. It had the hinging door, as well as the little flippy down bag insert lock thing. Bag full indicator, and as it was one of the early ones, it has 3 casters, which makes it nice and manoeuvrable. This one has an 1000-watt motor, and it's like a proper Nilfisk motor, so it's good and heavy. But yeah, I got that at a house clearance place that I get quite a lot of vacuums from. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna make myself out of breath working away through these. So this is actually the first one I ever got, really, and this was bought I think in 2018. All through my childhood, like, these are so common over here. All through my childhood, like, I remember you'd go to anyone's house and one of these would be sitting. They're probably at a point as common as a Henry. But yeah, this was my, I think, £7 or £8 it cost me from a charity shop. It's got quite nice condition tools. I remember I bought that crevice tool. It doesn't have it, so I bought it. And as you'll notice with pretty much all of these, this was the one thing that went wrong, basically. Don't know what this one's like. Yep. So the one thing that went wrong with these were the cable rewinds. So this was quite a basic one as it goes. It has a 1200-watt motor, but still the Nilfisk one. So again, it's quite heavy. It's in quite a cool yellow colour. And being basic, it doesn't have the bag fill indicator, and also just has the lift out bag door. And then also the little, I don't know how to explain this without sort of sounding stupid, but on the fancier models, you unclip this and there's a metal ring that keeps the bag in place. And basically, when changing the bag, it's a lot harder to do it when it's just fixed. So yeah, I'd say this is considered a budget one. It would have come with just the 2 sort of separate extension tubes, but I didn't get the tools with that. So yeah, that can go away in the pile. Now, this is one I got recently. This isn't, I believe this would have had a later style turbo brush, so this isn't original to it, but I just thought I'd set it out because this would have come with the turbo brush. This was the top of the range of the time, as I sort of mentioned in the video I made of it, because it has the dual speed and the perk pause and all sorts. So yeah, I'll just shove that out of the way because I already made another video on it. Then we get to where they're actually called the Kings. So you'll notice all of these ones, apart from that one, obviously has a different colour scheme. But these earlier ones were in a grey. And then we move on to the black ones. Now this I got from a mate at school. who actually lived in Africa for a while. So this was their Hoover in Africa as well. And it's just completely beat up. It's missing its front wheels. It got badly damaged. Again, the hinges on this, which is, I can't even get it off. The hinges on this went, but yeah, anyway. So I just use that as parts. You can see it just really is very beat up, which is a shame because it's in a really nice colour. But yeah, that can go in the pile as well. This was the first sort of, I describe it as a sort of the transitioning model into the King, because this was a Nilfisk Seasons. This wasn't specifically called the Nilfisk King, but this basically marked around the millennium was when this was made, when they brought out the black colour scheme and then started calling it the King. So I'll show the Great Dane next, because this was the second one of these I got, and I got it from my local electrical shop, who also have like a service desk. And this had scrap written in Sharpie the whole way along the back. Well, I've just taken the door off. That's got all its tools though. This came up very tight. It's a bit dusty just from being in storage. Oh, and it has a bag. So this was a Great Dane. This would have just come with a turbo brush, which I don't have, unfortunately. And the later style of attachments, which is what I got on this one, but I'll show you that in a wee minute. So yeah, it doesn't have a filter in it. The cord rewind in this is weird. I sort of used, it stays out, but you have to have it at a very specific spot for it to actually turn on. But I don't use it all that much. It was nice because basically I was able to give it a full refurb. It was scrapped in the electrical shop because someone put the bag in the wrong way around that just wasn't in at all, and it filled the whole thing up with dust. As you can see, it's dusty as anything because I did use this as a daily for a while. But yeah, this was the first one of the actual King series that I had with the 1400 watt motor. So yeah. Then this is the 525. This would be, in my eyes, the equivalent to that yellow one as far as the King series goes. It's quite basic. So again, it just has the sort of left out bag door, as you can see. I was sort of messing about with different things, so this filter's not actually in, but it has a bag. It's in another quite nice blue colour. This would have been fairly late. Now this came with this floor tool, which I'm really not fond of at all. Sort of a budget one, and two extension ones with a black ring just like that. It would have come with a parking bracket. It has a hole for a parking bracket, unlike the GM300, but obviously I just didn't get that with it. So again, just because you need to have an issue with it, the cable rewind doesn't stay out. But yeah, as you can see, when I started using the black colour scheme, the hose changed from that sort of silver grey hose to black ones. And yeah, this is the most recent one. I got this week actually, and it was just on eBay, and it was listed as a 1970s or 80s Hoover or something like that. Obviously the person didn't really know what it was, but this one's from 2005 as far as I know. So this has the later toolkit, which I sort of was wanting. I know it sounds really weird, but all my other ones come with the older style wand and head, and this was all just complete, so I thought I'll go for it. One thing I really wanted was this parking bracket, and again, that sounds really weird, but it's just something I've never got up with one of them, and it's just nice to have it all complete. So yeah, this one's pretty tidy. I haven't given it a clean up or anything, I've just been using it. And this is sort of basic, but at the same time, the tools are nice, but it doesn't have the fancy door or a bag thing, a bag indicator. It's got a fancy bag in it though, one of the sort of wannabe Miele ones. So yeah, what tools? Yep, this has all its tools, and a newer style sort of reminds me of a Miele plug. And one thing with this is the cord rewind actually works properly on it, so yeah. I might do another video. I've got them all down and made a complete mess of just running some of them, but the only reason I'm making this video is to sort of procrastinate from doing uni work, so But yeah, feel free to ask any questions. I always find it weird how common they are over here and sort of in England or sort of other places. There just never were just so many. But yeah, cheers for watching.